Welcome to Deprogram. My name is Justin Wilson. We'll bring my guests here in a second. We're talking Weird Al today. Very much looking forward to it. Got to take a second and if you appreciate, if you dig, if you like anything that's happening here at RFR, hop on over to the Patreon, patreon.com/Radio Free Radio. $1 gets you literally everything we do, man. It's a great deal. 16 hours worth of content comes right to your email, and it's like four episodes a day. And, you know, you get to listen to everything we do if you can't listen to the live show. And bigger and more important than all of that is you're helping us stay afloat. And, you know, that it means a lot to us because it's still early in the game. And, you know, we've garnered a lot of support so far. But just a little bit more is always going to be welcome. We want everybody all aboard the RFR train. We've got it all here at RFR. And that's going to be a theme, I think, going through the day. Like I said, we're talking Weird Al, and Weird Al, to me, I was actually talking to Shakespeare about this, and he got me through middle school, man. And we'll talk about the specific albums and songs and whatnot. But you know, I've actually gotten in trouble in class for singing Jurassic Park. little like 12-year-old me singing Jurassic Park at the top of his lungs. If you can imagine. I'm joined at this time by Nathan Emilio.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, hey.
It's frightening in the dark. I just want to jump in and yell it. Yes, it is.
I did one of these. Oh, no! like
dinosaurs are running wild.
Yes. And I got in so much trouble.
I have to re-edit the list now. Jesus.
Also joined by James Duvall.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey.
Hey.
Now, okay, so like I said, Weird Al got me through middle school.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys feel about Al?
It was the same way, man. And shoot, like these were maybe some of the last CDs I bought before stealing music became the thing to do.
Right?
Oh, it is. I ran with a weird group of kids, and this was bonding material. This is how you found best friends, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, it was beautiful.
James? Yeah, it's really weird for me because I fell out of him for like a good 20 years.
Yeah.
Because I got away from pop music, which is what he does.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. So there's like a really nice 20-year gap in my list, and
He'll always be there for you.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, this new it feels like this last album, which really is probably going to be his last album, is like great because he finally caught on that, well, here's YouTube, and I can do so much better like just popping out little singles like when they hit, rather than putting out something like this.
He was always timely. Now he's going to be even more so.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah.
You top the charts, you're getting made fun of.
Yeah. And, you know, it's actually, you know, thought of fondly. Like, most people, not Coolio.
Poor Coolio.
But
Got
most
his feelings
people,
hurt so bad.
most people are pretty amped up about it. I actually vividly remember one New Year's, this was the height of presidents, and he does Gump. And the presidents were front row as Weird Al is up there playing Gump.
Let me cover up my list here. No cheating here.
But, I mean, just something like that just really sticks out in my head.
It was a sign of respect. It was joy. It was a recognition. Forget any award. Weird Al's covering our tune.
I'd kill to have Weird Al parody something of mine.
And just the way... what, your haircut? What are you going to
Yes.
But, yeah, even the way he did Gump, the way he ends a song, after that, the presidents, that's how they ended Lump every time they played it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You hear that on Pure Frosting, actually.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. It's just a fun time. But Al's just a lot of fun. And it was great, like you were talking about mandatory fun just a little bit right there, to see that he finally got a little bit of that just dessert.
Dude, that was so awesome. Like, I remember him hitting number one and just thinking, that's crazy.
Weird Al Yankovic, number one record.
Like, first comedy album in, I think, 40 years. And, you know, I can't remember what show he was on. I think it was Tom Green. It was like, he handed him the platinum or the gold record or whatever. And he's just like, I can't believe this. He's like, I've been doing this for like 40 years. And he's like, I finally got my recognition.
It's insane. Because, I mean, he's always been on the periph.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he used to do Al TV, and you would see all those great videos. And, you know, for a long time, like you, I didn't fall completely out, but that was how I caught up. I'd watch Al TV because it would pop up from time to time on MTV. And I'd just watch the videos and go, oh, that's what he's up to. Cool. And that's just, you know, what it was.
He's always been there. He'll always be there.
And he will always be there, with or without the mustache. Let's talk about that briefly.
Is that what you want to get into?
Yeah,
his
before
looks
we
of
start-
the
yeah,
directly into the mustache.
Before we start hopping into these lists, these highly contested lists,
Uh-huh.
are you a Weird Al with or without stash?
Here's the thing, man. He takes it off. He's a weirdly handsome dude.
Yeah.
This is the one time when he had like short hair almost a little bit. It was like a little spiky. He's like, look at this handsome fella right here. But the mustache is iconic.
It
Yeah.
is.
It's so good. It's so good.
Did you ever try to shave the triangle in?
Yeah.
I have.
Oh, Jesus.
Did you guys catch the Goldbergs when he was on a couple weeks ago or whatever? It was like they made him up to look like he did in the '80s. They gave him the perm and the mustache. I think they even gave him like prosthetic cheekbones so he would look almost like himself in the '80s.
Bring
It
the
was just-
jowls up a little.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was just like, wow.
He had an iconic look.
Yeah.
If you see the silhouette,
Hawaiian
you're
shirts.
like, what?
Hawaiian shirts.
So good.
The perm. The joke between DJ and I for years has been, every time I grow it out, that I'm gonna get a perm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be Weird Al.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Never happens, of course.
Someday.
I don't have the balls to do it. First of all, you have to get your hair really long to be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then secondly, to actually go through a perm in 2016. I just...
This is archaic. Why don't you put some leeches on me while you're at it? No.
just doesn't seem right. I don't know.
Well,
Do you have a preference to his hair, though? The perm or the straight? We're talking about the man's looks. We have to.
Because he's a handsome fella. Like I said, it was only like a brief stint where he had like short hair for like no reason. Not short, but it was like spiky.
Yeah.
I can't even put in time frame when it was. But it's a really handsome fella.
You know who he pals around with?
Who's that?
Hanson. He's really good friends with Hanson.
He's really good friends with a lot of people.
That's true,
Like
too.
when you
Yeah.
find out who he hangs out with, it's just like, I can't believe this.
He should be.
It's like he knows
Yeah.
everybody.
I wish I could be Al's friend, damn it.
We're trying.
I've emailed his people so many times to try to get him for this.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, I know.
ignored.
You were like just holding. You were loaded for bear as far as promoting this one on all of the social media.
Yeah,
all
ignored.
of the outrage is coming. I can tell.
I love Al so much. I wanted him to call the show. I thought that would be well. I mean, it makes sense. He's coming to town again on the same tour. But I bet you it'll be equally as good because when he was here last year, I'm not exaggerating, one of the best shows I've ever seen.
He's a hell of a performer.
It's
Like,
unreal.
Well, like when you put this assignment out to me, first place I went to check, instead of just going through iTunes list or whatever I had on hand, go to YouTube and I'm looking up live performances for all these things, and he's working his ass off every show.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to entertain the hell out of it. Even back to like early shows when he was here I am at a festival in the middle of the day. He's just busting his ass to perform for everybody.
It's just crazy how many costume changes there are.
Yeah.
And then you get like the little clips in between, like from just random places he's been. It's awesome. It's a hell of a show. And when is it? May? Is he here, or is it later in the year?
I think it's later.
Okay, good.
I hope it's
'Cause
later.
Me
Just so
too,
I can
because I
afford
do
it.
not have my tickets yet.
Ah.
I'm getting lawn. I'm really thinking about bringing the
Is that
wife
what
and
he's doing?
kids.
The amphitheater over yonder?
It's at the Portsmouth one in Telus.
Okay.
But I mean, I saw him at the Ferguson Center in Newport News,
Right.
and it was a great show, but it was really stuffy in there. I think he's really going to benefit from an outside show, and
Yeah.
it's rare that I say that.
It's an odd place. Good for symphony. Good for it doesn't matter. We're arguing about local venues now. But yeah, the outside's gonna be fantastic. You're gonna love
Yeah,
it.
and I mean, again, I think Al's the perfect place to take my kids to their first non-local show.
Yeah,
They've
without
been-
having to worry about unseemly elements.
Yeah, and
It's fun.
I think they're gonna have a great time. I'm hoping that we can make that happen.
And make
My
it
wife
another
seems-
generation.
My wife seems a little resistant. I don't know why.
She'll come around on that.
I was studying for this the other day, and like afterwards, she made mention. I need to do X, Y, and Z without music that's going to make me want to kill, and I'm just like, Al makes you want to kill? That's ridiculous. How dare
Some
you?
of his songs might make you want to kill.
I guess.
Pretty graphic. Santa going nuts over there.
So I don't know if you guys have.
My list.
I don't know
Scratch.
I don't know if you guys have listened to an episode of D Program, but for the listeners' sake, what we're going to do is we've each come up with a top 10 and, a couple honorable mentions. We're going to go around the room. We're each going to give a song. And if the song is on all three of our lists, it's automatically on the show's top 10. If it hits 2 of 3, it comes back later for discussion when we get to the end of the episode. This is almost how it always goes. We'll get anywhere between 12 to 16. One song will hit all 3 of us.
Yep.
One song will hit all 3 of us, and then around 12 or so will hit 2 out of 3 of us. And those will come back later for discussion, and we'll have to cut it down to 10.
He's got a massive discography, though. So, sorry.
He really does. And this was difficult, especially for me, because I mentioned before, and I might as well hop right in with
Hit me.
Alapalooza is my jam. It's the one that got me through middle school. Just like I said, I was singing Jurassic Park in class. And re-listening through Alapalooza, I realized it might be his best record because the originals are equally as good as the parodies, if not better.
Yeah, it was weird. It was almost like that was the time when he was... Because before that, it was very... man, if you listen to like the first couple albums, it's almost kind of hard because it's like a lot of just fart noises all over the place, and it's all accordion, and then he evolves and evolves, and he still had some of the fart noises on like Even Worse and right through there. But then, like right around Alapalooza, I think it was, maybe even a little before, it was really emulating the studio quality of the background stuff. It's just with his voice over it, and it sounded like real music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that album was amazing for that.
And I have so much. I could have made a case for almost literally every song on Alapalooza. But I'm going to start with my absolute favorite. I was so bummed I didn't get to see this live. But I guess I really should have seen it coming.
I'm cringing.
Young, Dumb, and Ugly. And it's okay if it doesn't. My number one hit. My number one song never hits, except last week on Radiohead, Mixomatosis hit. Every other one, it never hits. I always go too deep. Young, Dumb, and Ugly, not on anybody's, huh?
It's not too deep, man.
I thought about it, but you kind of get what he's going for. He's like, I'm a metalhead.
Well, it was like an AC. It felt very AC/DC, if anything.
Exactly.
Our names spell trouble. TRUBEL.
Stupid.
We only leave a 10% tip.
It's dumb.
It's dumb and ugly. Okay, so no young, dumb, and ugly.
I'm sorry, Justin. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm disappointed.
No, every time it's the 2 through 10 that it starts upsetting me. Number 1 never upsets me anymore.
Okay.
All right, Nathan. Let me shoot one of yours down.
All right. Jesus. All right. Well, okay. Let me go with one that might get shot down. I don't even remember the album. I'm sorry, but
that's fine.
He has. It almost seems like once every album he has kind of. Maybe not original, but always some sort of a love song with a goofy twist in it. And going through them, I think my favorite was "You Don't Love Me Anymore."
Oh yeah.
I think that's. Because he had the one doo-wop one. I don't remember what it was, but it was just that was his greatest, I think, love song.
Yeah, that one made the list.
Really?
It had to.
This is great. I'm so happy now. Now I feel better.
You remember the video?
Yes, because it was a takeoff of
his arm chopped off, and then at the end, I looked into that one, and he said, "Yeah, that guitar at the end of the video." He's like, "That was a real guitar. That cost my guitar player $1,000."
And he's just beat it forever.
He says it took me 20 times because it was a $1,000 guitar.
It was very well made. At one point,
the doo-wop one you're thinking of is probably one more minute. But yeah, you don't.
Yes, that's it.
You Don't Love Me Anymore is funny because when you watch the videos, it goes back to back with "Smells Like Nirvana." It's like the "You Don't Love Me Anymore" is the end of the "Smells Like Nirvana" video. So you watch them back to back, and they go together.
Oh,
yeah. I love that. I mean, it's just little things like that, and the song. It's
his craftsmanship in his album making.
What's the stupid band he's making fun of there? Is it Mr. Big? No, but it's something like Mr. Big.
It's like Extreme and Mr. Big.
Yeah.
And
Extreme. Yep, that's the one.
It's
that's
the same video.
The
kind of subdued, almost black and white-ish.
Yeah.
And the drummers. Oh, I'm just gonna pack up my stuff here. Just listen, guys.
Yeah. All right,
good.
So
I feel good.
We got one in.
Yeah,
we're one in that hit it. All 3 of us. James, let's strike you down here.
Strike me down. I went with this one's going to get shot down. Why does this always happen to me?
Ooh, that's a good one though.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, sorry. It didn't hit mine.
No, you gotta throw out that one.
Yeah,
well, I mean that's from my period.
Right.
It took it going into this. I'm listening to music that I haven't heard in a while or ever, and he's like, that's my Ben Folds song. He says I got Ben Folds on it, and it's really just like this guy's an asshole. It's just like, all this horrible stuff is happening, but hey, you know what? This is preempting The Simpsons. Like, how can you possibly do this to me? And it just gets worse and worse and worse. And he just said, yeah, he's like, this guy is an ass. He's like, there's no other point to this song. So that one went there.
Okay, so I'm wondering if I want to toss out like the softballs and see if they catch.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I feel like there's one song that has to be on all three of ours. Like it kind of has to, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it does.
So am I going to go ahead and go there?
Do it.
Dare to be stupid.
Yes,
of course.
Absolutely.
I mean,
that was my number one.
Well,
come on. I was a geeky kid loving the Transformers movie, and hearing that in there, it's like another sub level of geekdom.
yeah.
Like, not only am I watching Transformers, hold on. Is that weird? This weird up, Mom. She doesn't care. She'd never care.
Look for Mr. Goodbar.
Oh,
it's okay.
Put down. And just and the fact that it wasn't like a straight takeoff of Devo. I love it when he emulates a style instead of a specific song. Even the video, very Devo, but all original. So good.
Put down the chainsaw and listen to me.
Yeah.
It's time for you to join the fight.
Right.
You're in a fight. Keep the chain. Whoa. Sorry.
It's time to make a mountain out of a molehill.
Time to let the bird bug bite. God damn it.
You know what I
Justin,
love?
What are you doing to me?
You know what I love about it's just a little thing, like coming out of the second course maybe, or going into the second course. You can dare to be stupid? Yes.
Yes.
So it's the little things, isn't it? Those little touches.
It's so stupid, but I love it every time.
Oh, God.
Oh God. Okay,
That's a beautiful
look
song.
at that. We're 4 songs in, and we got 2. Nathan, see if we can keep the streak alive.
Well, you want to streak alive? You want me to definitely throw the biggest softball of all time?
If you want,
You want to save it?
you can save it. Whichever you want to do.
All right. Man. Okay. I'm going to throw one out that I think is iconic to and very important to his career, and I think it will probably get shot down, okay?
All right.
Now, the big first hit for him was My Bologna or whatever, right? Never liked that song. Always creeped me out. I don't know what it was about it. But the other one that caught him on, Another One Rides the Bus.
Yep.
It made your list.
It made my list.
I think it's iconic. It's his first time.
It's his first time.
And it's pulling it up on YouTube. And he's on the old Tom Snyder show. It's like I remember being a kid staying up way too late. And there's Tom Snyder who's just...
What is happening?
It's just madness. And just it was the first time seeing him performing almost for the first time on a larger scale, on a larger stage. And it's just the passion he's putting into it and just... Nothing but accordion and fart sounds.
Yep.
Not on mine.
Okay,
But it hit 2 or 3, so
it's important for his career.
I agree, and
I wouldn't listen to it. If I had the massive playlist, that isn't the one I'm going to go to first.
Yeah.
But I recognize the importance to making him who he is.
James.
I'll just go with the one that's probably going to get shot down.
Let's do this.
Like a Surgeon.
I have it, but is it on my list or did it? There it is. It's on my honorable mentions.
I just went with it because it's dumb. It's
Yeah.
absolutely
It's very dumb.
And of everything that was on that album, I think it's in 3D. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I'm just looking.
Think
I'm
so,
just like, dumb. Oh, really dumb. Just so stupid.
You gotta stand out with stupid.
Absolutely stupid. Even the idea. He's.
I finally made it through med school.
Yeah, but not just that, but it's like Madonna. She's like, so when are you going to make Like a Surgeon? Well, okay, let me just start working on that.
And in the video, when they lean in over and there's a football helmet in there, it just makes me so happy. Did not make the list, though. I'm sorry.
Well, it's in the conversation because it hit 2 of us. All right. Man, here I go again with originals. I don't know. I mean, I think it's about time I get something shot down. I'm feeling a little overconfident, so I'm gonna go with something that's. I'm gonna go with Waffle King. Coming back to Alapalooza.
No. Oh, Justin.
Don't even remember that one.
Okay.
It's
Peter Gabriel Sledgehammer Takeoff.
Okay.
Oh, it was so good.
You'll never get a batter any better in this whole stinking town.
Oh,
one little bite, and I'm sure that you'll agree.
You know what? Okay. This will throw out like my next throw out too here with you. I said, okay, man, I'm only picking one food song. He loves singing about food. Little thin man singing about food so much. This is crazy. Look, I'm not going to pick lasagna. I'm not going to pick the white stuff.
Right.
Waffle King was fighting so hard.
Yeah.
With Taco Grande.
Oh.
Taco Grande is my choice of the food songs. Because His Spanish is so good.
Taco
So white, so good.
Grande.
And the R's are... He's still his goofy persona, but you can tell he knows Spanish very well. It makes me so happy. Oh, God.
Okay, so I get struck out, but Taco Grande not on my list.
Not mine either.
Oh!
Taken out, all food gone. Oh, my God.
James.
All right, let's try for one that might not get me shot down.
All right.
Does anyone have Good Old Days?
No.
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 That's like the penultimate twisted, fucked up song.
I'm trying to. I think you have me stumped here a little bit. Where's that come from?
That's the very last song on Even Worst. It's kind of like James Taylor, and he's talking about mom and dad and apple pie, and then he's like, and then I'm down in the basement, pulling wings off of flies. The next song, the next verse, I remember Mr. Parker's corner store. I burned it down. The third one, remember Barry Sue? I tied her to a chair and slashed at her. It doesn't get any darker than that.
Yeah, for Al, especially.
Or maybe it does.
Or ever. Maybe.
Wait, no, it does, because I have another one that's probably going to get kicked off.
Oh.
Okay. While I'm out on Alapalooza and while I'm getting struck out, I got to toss this one out. We had the Weird Al discussion on GMYD once.
Yeah.
And I tossed this song out there and I got blank stares. So... of course, naturally, it still made my list because I'm stupid. She never told me she was a mime.
Stupid. You're right. You're stupid.
Yes, I'm stupid.
I
knew
It's
that one
all
wasn't
right,
gonna
man.
make it. I could not get off of Alapalooza. Just like as I'm listening to it, man, I love this song. Man, I love this song. Man, I love this song.
Well, I mean, that was the last album I bought. Like I said, after that, it was just, all right. I've got like 2 or 3 songs from the later albums, but it just kind of...
No.
I did the stupid thing and thought I'd grown out of Weird Al.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
don't think that's possible.
I'm getting away from
Tell you,
pop
man.
music. I'm not going to get any of these references. I'm not going to, understand any
He'll
of this.
always be there for you.
Pretty much. I mean, he's everywhere.
No, I know
we
it
got a
didn't,
stare
so
down here.
Go ahead.
What? Which one?
What you got? Well, she never told me that one's not
Yeah,
going to
I'm
make
sorry.
it. What you got?
Whew. All right, I'm gonna hold off on the polkas. I'm gonna wait till someone else is brave. But let's go. No, not throwing the giant softball out there yet. I'm gonna throw out Gump. I think Gump is great because
too.
I think that's when he had the crossover appeal, and the first time I can remember the band loving him back after the parody.
Yeah,
and he picked the perfect people to do it with the presidents and.
it's a match made in heaven, really, when you
yeah.
think about it. And it's actually a really, really good parody.
It is, because it wasn't just timely on the song; it was timely on the reference, and it still holds up. Still fun.
It does.
Not on the list.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Well, it made my honorable mentions.
Alrighty.
So it's coming back later if we need to. What you got, James?
What have I got? Let's try to get shot down one more time.
I'm sorry.
Let's just get it out of the way.
This is what happens.
One of my top 5 originals was Everything You Know Is Wrong.
That one was like such a late cut that you have no idea.
That one was one I'm reading into it, and he's like, they might be giants. If you ever want to do deprogrammed for those guys, I'm there. But that song is everything that They Might Be Giant songs are. He gets kidnapped by aliens. Dudes have prosthetic body parts. The music goes along. He's quoting like all different songs from their discography, but he's not doing just like one particular song. So that one was just like, nope, it's in.
The beauty of what was Dare to Be Stupid, taking the Devo style, he definitely just totally epitomized the They Might Be Giant style.
Yeah.
Glorious.
Everything you know is wrong. That one was such a late cut. I had like a list of 40 going into this weekend.
Yep.
And then I'm just
looking at mine too.
and just started chopping them off, and I'm like, man, I got to get rid of some stuff. That was a late cut. Like I'm trying to feel you guys out. Okay, I want to go newer.
Yeah.
I'm going to go newer. And this one sold me, number one, because the song's good. Number 2, because of the video. And number 3, the video has Liam Lynch's touch on it. First World Problems. Oh, you're looking at me blank. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I had a feeling. but I wanted to toss some newer Weird Al out there.
Well, I got some newer here too.
Okay,
Yeah.
what you got?
It's the rapid fire. I think, as far as just wordplay wise, new album, Word Crimes, the Blurred Lines
Again,
thing.
I had it down.
You go through the video, the love and care he gives to the English language, and how genius the man is, comes out in it. Just referencing the Oxford comma, going through all of the garbage that people do. I thought it was beautiful and amazing parody. And there's those blank stares.
Well, see, here's how I had it. I had First World Problems, a song that's on my honorable mentions, and that one was a late cut. Word Crimes is absolutely brilliant.
Oh yeah,
and I think
he covers every grammatical thing that can be.
Well, like I said, I leaned more towards originals, and I think that's why Word Crimes got edged out.
Mm-hmm. When I was making the last cut, I think that's when I got a nasty culling of originals.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I've got my honorable mentions here too. So if it hits, I'm going to let you know.
What you got, James?
I definitely had Word Crimes. That was
yeah.
no.
Oh, hey!
So that comes back for conversation later. If we need it.
Glorious. And the little letters bouncing around just like in the video.
Yes.
The weird zooms in of like, is that ampersand giving me some sexy dance? Yes, it is.
Yeah. I'll get thrown out right now with Trapped in the Drive-Thru.
Oh no, you won't.
No, you won't. Sorry.
I love that song.
You know what?
Do you know how many times I listened to that this weekend?
Too many?
Way too many.
Dude, yeah, and I go to like because I had it almost on an autoplay, and then it came on, and it's like, this song's been on for a while.
Yes.
Well, of course it is. It's got another 12 minutes, Nathan. Glorious.
And I forgot my wallet. It is the perfect send-up. It is perfection. I think it might be the best parody he's ever done.
Oh my god.
I love that song. I'm surprised it didn't make my list. It made my honorable mentions.
So good.
But it couldn't.
Yeah, it's right there on my honorables too.
It had to get up. We had to talk about that.
I'm
song.
glad we have a champion here in James to push it forward.
Yes.
Well done, sir.
Yes.
Well
It
done.
was my honorables too.
Oh, okay. Well, see, and that's the battleship part of this. Because once you realize your list is tanking, you start popping out them honorable mentions to see if you can't land something.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
this is a game. This isn't a list. This is a game.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. Okay. Well, we were talking about mandatory fun, and we were talking about the parodies, and one that I think is actually pretty much on par with Trapped in the Drive-Thru, I think is just absolute perfection. Foil.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought about putting Foil on there, and I didn't.
I loved Foil.
I don't think it's gonna have like the staying power year after year, but yeah, it's good. It's definitely good. The video, the Pat Oswalt takes the lizard.
See, I think it's better than the original.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Who's fighting you?
Well, I guess maybe not anybody in this
16-year-old
room.
girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get.
Is she still a thing? Whatever her name is?
She's still a thing.
Lord, I am Lord.
Yeah.
Okay, so nobody's with me on Foil. That's an honorable mention anyway, so that's all right. What you got, Nathan?
Like I was fighting. Foil and Word Crimes were fighting back, but Word Crimes won. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Softball time. Here we go.
All right.
Big one. This better be on your damn list. You ready, Justin?
It's probably not.
UHF.
Oh, of course.
We got it all. Come on, man. I know it's the theme to the yes.
What are we doing here?
It's not a song. It's a mantra. What are we doing here?
This is we're living UHF.
Yeah, I know. This is great.
Oddly enough, not on mine, and I'm also living UHF.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go drink from the fire hose right now. The movie is so perfectly sums up the movie, and it makes you feel the whole movie, and the whole movie's beautiful.
But don't change the channel. Put down that dial. We got it all on UHF.
We can't play clips, but we can sing the hell out of them,
Yeah.
and we will.
If we can ever get the license,
I know.
Deprogram is going to be a completely different show.
Very good.
Can't wait.
I like this.
Yeah, UHF is my number 3 actually. So
I put that up there. Dare to be stupid. And UHF fighting about for 1 and 2.
yeah. All right, so that comes back for a later conversation.
Yes.
All right, James, you're up.
All right.
Better up.
Going with UHF, we both know what happened to that movie.
Mm-hmm.
We probably both know that after UHF tanked so hard, he didn't know what the hell he was going to do.
Yeah.
So he was like, well, I could do another Michael Jackson parody, and I don't even remember what it was called. It never got released. Or I could do Smells Like Nirvana.
Blam.
Number 3 on my list. Well done.
Smells
Holy
like
hell.
it brought him right back up out of the pit.
Yep.
First song, as he says, first song I've ever written that is actually about the subject I'm singing. It's like, it's not like, okay, eat it. It's not, okay, here's a joke song. He's actually singing about Nirvana.
Yeah.
And they love the shit out of it.
Absolutely. Dude, you know how every day at some point I'm going to say Bargle Noddle's house.
Yes.
Because it's maybe the greatest lyric ever written. Bargle Noddle's yeah.
Well, and again, it's like the down by down and out. Moo. Boring.
This is stupid.
It's amazing though. I love how simple it is, but it's spot on. It's perfect. I love it.
He knows how to not outright himself.
Yeah.
Because you can see when he tries to be complex, you get word crimes, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
But he can keep it nice and simple and get to the essence of what he wants to parody, and it's glorious.
And of course, the video.
Yeah.
You've got the tuba solo played by the janitor just swaying back and forth. It's oh, doesn't he like pick up he's mopping and then he picks up a wig and puts it on at the end too.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It's just a really great parody all around. The song, the video.
Such a definitive song for him. Such a definitive song for the next layer of his career.
Man, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3 that have hit all 3 of us already. That's insane.
Wow.
That's great. All right, so let's we're on a good run here. Let's go ahead and kill it.
Yep.
I mean, I know this one's going to get struck down, so I'm going to go ahead and toss it out there. Mr. Popeil. Help me. Mr. Popeil.
Didn't make my list,
Yeah.
even though I knew exactly what he was doing. That was the B-52s.
Yeah.
and yeah, didn't
sorry,
make
Justin.
it.
I'm not. I mean, I knew that one wasn't going to land. I just, when I started doing the list, it's one of the first songs that came to my mind.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like I had Midnight Star on mine, and then I just went, that's such an 80s song in a way. It's like tabloids. We kind of get it.
Yeah. All right, Nathan.
All right. It's time to bust out a polka because I feel it's a disservice to the man if a polka is not mentioned.
Yeah.
Now, I had to go through them. Now, my criteria for choosing a polka was which of these original songs that he's sampling out of had the most staying power. Mm-hmm. So I ended up going with, probably just because it was right in my timeline growing up, I went with Alternative Polka.
Okay.
Which is what? Loser, Sex Type Thing, All I Want to Do, Closer, Bang and Blame, You Ought to Know, Bullet with Butterfly Wings, My Friends, I'll Stick Around, Black Hole Sun, Basket Case.
It's a good one.
Oh, man, damn it.
One.
Tell by the look you give me.
I have a different polka.
Okay. That was my polka. I'm sticking by it.
I threw that one out strictly because he called Sheryl Crow alternative.
Fair enough.
Fair point.
Okay.
James, what you got?
Let's see. Pieces of paper are really helpful sometimes.
Yeah.
All right, let's throw out the real dark one that I was talking about earlier. Happy Birthday.
Happy birthday, huh?
Happy Birthday from, I believe, just Weird Al.
Self-titled joint.
I
Nothing
think
from
so.
Self-Titled made mine.
Nothing from Self-Titled. No, that one was just, well, it's a Happy Birthday song, but the idea behind it is that we're all going to die in some horrible nuclear.
I remember this now, yes.
Either you're going to get killed in a nuclear holocaust or, a street gang is going to get you. It was a very 1980s type of song because it was just like, hey, all these things that are happening, you're having a birthday. Hey, happy birthday. You're going to die.
You're going to see the Land of Confusion video followed up by this. That weird kind of that dour sense of the early 80s. Yeah.
Yeah. Charles Bronson and Chuck Norris and street gangs and nuclear warfare and Russians.
See, now I'm torn. Do I toss out my polka or do I toss out my... Because either could play here.
Yeah.
I don't know which one's going to hit.
What are you going to do, Justin? What are you going to do?
I think I'm going to toss out the polka, and then maybe I'll toss out the other one next time around. Look.
That's okay.
I'm making no excuses for how much Alapalooza makes this. None at all. It's my favorite polka, Bohemian Polka. It is amazing.
Yeah, I almost don't want to... Because the thing I liked about the polkas was he's just sampled everything that was on radio at that time.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, the Bohemian Polka just never changed songs, did it?
No.
It's so good. You're right. It was very good.
What did he chop down like a 6-minute song into like 240? because it's
He didn't cut anything.
no.
Hey, come on, pick it up. We gotta move.
Anyway, the wind. Anyway, the wind. Anyway, the wind blows. Hey. I had a feeling that wasn't going to make anybody's list.
Strong one.
I went too deep, Alapalooza. I'm
It's okay.
definitely feeling it now. What you got, Nathan?
All right. Okay. I'm not gonna play with it too much. But I hope we can run down some of the also rans. But that I narrowed down to the top 10. I think something that's not off the new album, but the one I think just previous to it. I liked the White and Nerdy.
Did you?
Yeah, I kind of did. I felt bad. Okay, you know what? Scratch it. The hell with it.
That was exactly why I got tired of him. It was just like, you're not even trying anymore. I'm sorry.
Okay, fine. Scratch it. Damn it. Just scratch. Okay, then I got to fight between these two. I'm gonna go with the original. I Remember Larry.
Ooh.
I just thought it was great. He friggin' murdered Larry.
Yeah.
Remember that guy? Yeah, murdered. It was great. Loved it. He'd have loved it.
Why don't I?
Hell of a gag. Larry would have loved this. Wait, no, he would. He's dead.
He did.
He did. Okay, good.
Not on my list.
No,
Love the song.
This is again. That's an also ran alternate that had to come in there because you're right. The White and Nerdy was.
You felt bad about it the
I
second
felt
you said
bad.
it.
I felt bad.
It's kind of like Perform This Way. You just go, okay, we get it.
Man, come on, man.
Although I do like the Perform This Way video. I think it's hysterical because it's, again, a straight up send up. But
that's him finishing out his contract, right?
No.
That's what it felt like to me.
That was Mandatory Fun, was him finishing out his contract.
Yeah.
You're talking about
I feel like he's been working to get to this.
No,
yeah?
I mean, it was definitely... I don't even have any interest in Alpocalypse for some reason. It's just, I really don't want to...
Need nothing off of their pop for me.
You're born in this, or party in the CIA,
Yeah.
all it's just like, all right.
Yeah.
Can we have something else now, please?
Yeah. You're right, though. He's definitely getting into the genre that he belongs in.
all right, so let's see. Nathan tossed one out. It's James's turn.
All right, this one, I'll just go with...
Sorry.
I'll go with Justin's favorite album in the world, apparently.
Yes.
And say Frank's 2000
Yes.
TV. All I had to say was, yes.
He's celebrating. Look at him. He's still dancing. Look at him. It's amazing.
Robert De Niro's mole has got to be 10 feet wide. Robert, and he doesn't even say it. Robert De Niro's mole has got to be 10 feet wide.
Jeez.
There's Frank's remote control. You can look, but don't touch it, please, because Frank's the one in charge, and he decides what everybody sees. I can watch The Simpsons from 20 blocks away. It's amazing. This is a great song.
Oh, my God.
I take it didn't make your list.
It didn't make the list, but I definitely smiled really hard remembering that.
Robert De Niro's mole. Okay. This is one of my honorable mentions. This one made my list solely on the live performance. It ends up it's a good song, but after seeing him play it, I was like, oh my God, this is one that like completely fell under the radar for me. Mm-hmm. Wanna Be Your Lover. It's like this great love. It's a lover song. Wanna be your lover, baby. Wanna be your one. Okay, so I'm looking at the stairs, and that means nobody's got it. Nobody even knows it, so I can't sell you on it.
Oh, I know it.
But he's going around. He's going around, putting his leg up in front of broads and thrusting in their face.
Oh, was this the live performance?
Yeah.
It was like on the... Oh, God. It was like one of the horrible shows. Yes. And then at the end, he's just collapsed on the ground.
Yeah.
Everything out there. Yes, that was a great performance.
Yeah, I love Wanna Be Your Lover. But again, that was an honorable mention, so I'm not that upset that it didn't make it. Cross it on. What you got, Nathan?
All right. You want to get into the honorable mentions now? Because my 10's gone. So
okay.
Let me throw I loved... This is a dumb little one. I don't even remember what album it was on. It may have been Harvey the Wonder Hamster.
Oh, my God.
It's just cute. It's just a cute little thing.
You know Josh, who does the show Waiting Around to Die on Wednesdays? Okay, so one time we went up to Pennsylvania, and me and this other guy, Steven, the three of us were at a Dairy Queen, and just the both of us just start singing Harvey the Wonder Hamster just at the top of our lungs in Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
And Josh just looks at us, what the hell are you guys doing? We're like, what? That's
Where did
Harvey.
that come from?
Yeah. And it was just like so spontaneous. I love that song. The only one from Alapalooza that didn't make my...
Jeez, dude.
That's where I was going with that.
But yeah, it almost wasn't a song. It was an
like a
intro.
little-
it was the
yeah.
beginning of a cartoon.
Yeah,
That's
basically.
what it sounded like.
And that was definitely Alapalooza. What you got, James?
Yeah,
We should be rounding up our top 10s here.
I'll do another honorable mention. This one I had completely forgotten about until I started doing the research, and that was headline news.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Very good one.
Not on my list, but yeah. All right, so are both of you guys done with your 10s?
Yeah, my 10 is done. Now I'm into some
Honorable mentions?
the almost made it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to toss out my last 2 from my top 10 then. I've been holding out on these because one of them's going to hurt when it doesn't make it because it's a really good song, and I'm pretty sure it's not on anybody's. The other one I'm wishy-washy on. Albuquerque.
Albuquerque made my list.
Oh,
Very good.
Albuquerque, where
It was-
anybody will gladly shave your back
it-
for a nickel.
It was in between that or Biggest Ball of Twine in Minnesota,
Right.
just for a long song
Yes.
about just absolute nonsense.
Yes. Okay, so Albuquerque's in the discussion. I Lost on Jeopardy.
Thought about putting it on the list, did not.
Yeah, it doesn't upset me if it doesn't make
That's
it.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Okay.
Albuquerque was on my second ones.
So it was a late cut.
Yeah.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, we have exactly 10.
Son of a bit.
We have exactly 10. Well, I mean, it's perfect because it's 54, so it's just about the time to be out. All right, so let's go through this just to make sure. You guys count with me because
All right.
I'm stupid and don't know how to count. We've got Another One Rides the Bus,
Yep.
Word
Crazy.
Crimes,
Yeah.
UHF, Dare to Be Stupid, Albuquerque, Smells Like Nirvana, Frank's 2,000-inch TV, Gump, Trapped in the Drive-Thru, and You Don't Love Me Anymore.
I love that one made it. That makes me very
Is that
happy.
10?
That's 10 right there.
Yeah.
Perfect. We nailed that.
Done.
I feel good about that
Good
list.
job. No fighting here.
I will say this. Like, half the fun is cutting stuff.
No polka.
No
Son-
polka made it.
Sons of bitches.
Insane. No polka. Well, the only 2 polkas came up in discussion.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, alternative polka.
It's all right. I'll burn your houses down later. It'll be fine.
I can't believe Bohemian Polka didn't hit one of y'all. That's insane. But what are you gonna do? I don't write your lists. I only write mine.
Sorry, Justin. Let you down.
No, you're not. Thank you guys so much for coming and talking Weird Al with me for an hour.
Yeah.
That was an hour?
Let's go
Yeah,
more.
it's almost gone.
What you doing now? Where you going?
I can't wait
Yeah, I know.
till we get our license because imagine how much more fun the conversation is if I can drop the song in that we can talk while the song's playing.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know those songs where like you get those blank stares, but like if you could hear it, it would jog your memory and be like, oh yeah. And then you can get a little deeper in the conversation. That's coming eventually, and maybe then I'll redo all the bands I've already done.
Ooh.
Hey, I'm gonna run out of bands eventually. I actually got in a big fight with my wife this weekend because she's you gotta do Hanson. Yeah, have me and Jenny on to talk Hanson. I'm like,
Sounds just like her.
but I'm like, I'm not a Hanson fan. Why would I do my show on Hanson? That doesn't make any sense. She's like, but you could talk about him and blah, blah, blah. I was like, but
No.
there's a Hanson song, one Hanson song that I like. One.
What?
Really?
There is one Hanson song I like.
Okay.
It's off the newer record.
Are we extraditing him now?
You ain't getting out of here live.
But all the rest of them.
You're going to tell us,
I don't.
too.
Oh, yeah, I will. I'll tell you the song.
I don't want to
I'll play the song.
See, I'm fine with this. Good.
Anyways, oh man, we got to get out of here. Dead Week with Shakespeare's Teasley is coming up next. Man, it's 57. Guys, unreal. If you get a chance, go on over to patreon.com/Radio Free Radio. And if you got a buck, man, give us a buck. It gets you 16 hours worth of content with your dollar. That's insane. And like I said before, more importantly, you're keeping this little DIY station afloat. And, we can't do it without you. And we appreciate everybody who's gotten in already. But we just want that little bit more. Get as many people in here into what RFR is doing. And we would just really appreciate it. In the meantime, Weird Al, people. Learn them and love them. We'll see you next week. Foo Fighters next week. Ooh.
Yikes.
We'll be back.